will have more knowledge on how to do it, to make sure that the environment is managed or preserved. Then you organize workshops. By workshops, through events like us as with Itaju, last semester I remember we planned for an STTA event. STTA simply means Sustainable Tourism and Travel Agenda, whereby we had the speakers coming to educate us, and we had, amongst us we also had presenters who had something to say about environmental conservation, and by now at least we are somehow informed, and that worked for us. Yeah, we went for cleanup activities, we have planted trees, yeah, just from the knowledge we gained from that event. So the event seems to be so good and impactful to us. Then you advocate policies. These policies and regulations, when or someone somewhere and sees the regulation, maybe they are advertised or they are placed somewhere publicly, she can read, or maybe she can be told on what is needed at that place. Maybe no throwing plastic, or no usage of plastics, or no polluting. Just make sure that the place is maintained. Okay, another thing, you lead by example. For you to become an ambassador, or for you to be one aspiring to be like an ambassador of sustainable tourism, okay, it starts by yourself. Before you educate the other, you must be having the knowledge. You should be knowing on how to do it, how to go about it, use of yeah. Then potential platforms, schools and universities. You can be in the schools. You can decide to be teaching students or having units or something that can make the students learn more or know more about sustainability. Yeah, that's all I had. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Give them a round of applause.
Just a minute.
Please
On top of that, I like doing marketing because I do marketing strategies. So one, as a club, we have a tour. Let me say something like that, to Uganda. So next month, from date 5 to date 12. So you are greatly invited. So if you want to get our tour packages, just reach out to us, either me or we have our club president, deputy vice. Yeah. So tunawakaribisha kwenda Uganda next month, date 8 to date 12, at a very affordable price. Hata tufiki 5,000, atuguzi 5,000. Sindo guys, you're welcome. Tunakwanga very active. Now bado wanawasoma tu kidogo. Wakishashika rada hata mtashanga. So you are welcome.
Thank you. That is your ambassador representing you very well. So please remain standard. Let's have a round of applause for them. With the presentation first, I'd like to pick feedback from the audience. Anything you feel they have left out, or anything you want to add before we have comments from our panelists. Philip.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Tommy Chira. I'm from Just, and these are my colleagues. So I feel they have left something which is important to us. Let me use Kiswahili because I believe everyone here can understand that one, or I'm good at Kiswahili, so let me try my best. And to stakeholders, this is the only opportunity we have to express ourselves. Tunasema hivi, kwa shule pale tunawahitaji in one way, mkuje, mtutembelee, mtu expose kwa hizi industry, kwa sababu sisi unajua ni vijana, tunarandaranda kwa mitandao tukitafuta job opportunities, lakini kwa symposium kama hii tunakuwa exposed na various stakeholders na hizo connection na hizo links, tunajua ni nini tunahitaji kufanya. Kama club huwa tunaendesha venye wamesema mikakati mbalimbali ya kutunza mazingira na kuelimisha jamii umuhimu wa kuchunga wanyama na mazingira kwa ujumla. Hivyo basi nanyi kama venye nimesema hapo awali, tunawaalika mje mtutembelee, kwa mtufungulie njia pia na sisi kama viongozi wachanga tunatarajiwa kuwa kesho watu wa maana katika jamii, tupate hiyo nafasi. Asanteni sana. So hivyo tunawaalika, kwa sababu tangu niingie Jaramogi Oginga Odinga sijawahi ona mahali popote pale KWS kwa example wamekuja wakatutembelea wakasema kwa shule ni hivi na hivi, tangu niingie Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Alafu ya pili, kuna hizi events huwa zinakuwa zimetengenezwa mbalimbali, lakini unakuta due to pesa hatuwezi tukafika. Na university unakuta tunafinyana huko na huko, wanasema serikali iweki pesa, so unakuta tunakosa hiyo nafasi. Lakini hata hivyo tunaomba kama inawezekana muwe mnatutembelea various institution. Asanteni sana.
Okay, thank you. Any other feedback from the floor, please?
Mine is not a feedback. Mine is a question.
Okay.
Question 1. You are talking of sustainability. Can you describe for us what sustainability is and relate it with KWS and your club? 2, how can you bring in technology now that you people are still in school and doing that research? Can you find a way of bringing in technology to the KWS guys? I'm not from Just.
You are from?
I'm from Museum View Hotel.
Okay, thank you. Any other feedback? So before you answer the question, now that we have set the mode and the tone, I'd like to invite our keynote speaker to take the floor. You can have a seat. I have gifts for you and you still have questions to answer. So let's have... Aya, nimeambiwa niwapatie gifts zenyu. Philip, you can give them the... Where are they? Yeah, kindly give them a round of applause. Please, wamefanya kazi nzuri sana. Mbona hatuna energy? Ama mnataka ngoma iset tone kwanza? Ati
Kuna watu na agree na mimi. Juu hata tulikuja hapa kama tujakunywa. Okay. theme of this week. Saki kupi side. I'm looking for a hand this side. No, not you. Anyone mwenye ajaongea? Wewe umeshaongea hapa mbele. Hapa mbele umeongea. I was looking at you. Tourism and sustainable transformation. Makofi yake. Please, you will give, yeah. Start getting some gifts. Hivyo tu ndo tutamove, because we want you to be engaged. Sawa. So I can paraphrase it and say it is tourism and innovation. And the reason why we are here is to empower youth, because we are all youth. Sindio? Millennials and Gen Zs, si sote ni ma youths. Empowering youth for a sustainable future. Sindio? Now, allow me to read my keynote speech, and I will be engaging you and asking you some questions. So I'll ask you to be very attentive. You're my friends, my brothers and sisters, the youth of Kisumu and the Lake region. Today, as we celebrate World Tourism Week 2025, I want us to imagine for a moment, imagine a visitor landing in Kisumu from wherever country ametokea. Sindio? What do they see? Do they only see a lake? Or do they see a city alive with culture, innovation, and youth energy? Tourism is not just about traveling. Sindio? Yeah. It's about stories, it's about culture, identity, and opportunities. It is about showing the world who we are, and in return, learning from others. In Kenya, and specifically in Kisumu, and particularly in the Lake Victoria region, tourism holds a potential to transform lives, create jobs, and spark sustainable economic growth. Let me be clear that the future of tourism is in our hands, and it is the hands of us youths. Sindio? Do you believe so? Yeah, it is in our hands as young people. So I want to have 3 pointers and start some discussion around this, because I had someone ask about how do we innovate on tourism in KWS. Sindio? Because you're sitting here as people who are looking for, after graduation, you'll be looking for internships or jobs in KWS. Sindio? So how can you begin thinking of innovating around tourism so that it's not about traveling peke yake? It's about all those things that I said initially. So the first pointer is youth and innovation as catalysts. So you are in digital generation. Everyone here is digitally exposed. Ndio? Kila mtu anatumia TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Kuna mtu mwenye atumii hizo vitu? Social medias? Everyone, huh? Is everyone using social media tools here? Yes. You speak the languages of artificial intelligence or AI, social media, coding, and creativity. Imagine using digital storytelling to showcase the beauty of Ndere Island, where Mrs. Pauline Okode is. Who knows where Ndere Island is, by the way? Nana najua pali Ndere Island iko? Only one person. Like, it's only one or two. Like, it's just a number of people. Yeah, that should tell you something. So imagine using the digital tools for storytelling to showcase that beauty of Ndere Island. Those who know where it is, they don't use it at all, so people don't know about it. The culture of the Luo people, here in the museum, we have somewhere that showcases our culture. Sindio? No one is using the digital. The entire week, think like an innovator. How can we create, and these are questions that I am asking you so that you can digest, how can we create eco-friendly boat tours powered by solar energy? Why is it that boats are using petrol, sijui what? Sindio? Why? Why are people? That is things that happened 10 or 100 years ago. Cynthia, people are still rowing. People are still. But look at this sun. Where is this energy going to? So how can we create eco-friendly boat tours powered by solar energy? Because there's no harm to the environment. How can waste from hotels, restaurants be turned into biogas or organic fertilizers? That is sustainability. Cynthia, where are those, do you ask yourself where those waste go to? Kama umesha kula Museum View Hotel, ama Siala Resort, Cynthia, where do those waste go to? Or you don't care? So when you're here this week, I want you to have those things in mind, because that is the sustainable future we're trying to build together. How can community tourism empower women and girls in our villages to benefit directly from visitors? So, wazungu, alafu for being and girls benefit from tour guiding. This is what as YSAB call inclusive innovation. With county governments and private sector and global partners to build innovation hubs, digital skills training, and incubation platforms for you. We want to see youth-owned tour companies. I wonder whether we have youth-owned tour companies in Kisumu around, I don't know. Youth-led creative content agencies, those are businesses, those are entrepreneurs. And youth-designed apps driving tourism in the region. So these are opportunities that I've been looking forward to have in Kisumu, but we don't have. Let me repeat, youth-owned tour companies. So like the Miss just said, they're planning for a trip to Uganda, Cynthia. But if that was positioned as a company, youth-led, that is always organizing trips to Uganda, that would be something. So we're actually transforming it from being something that is being said to something that is actually a business. You see that? That is the mindset that we're going to have as from this week. So that you're not doing something as a hobby, as marketing, but you're translating it to a business. So. Youth-led creative content agencies. You can be in TikTok or anything, but you are doing that as a business. As youth, I will give you time for questions. Nice. Oh, nice. So you'll tell us more about that. Irene, we have noted you work for Museum View, but also, that's nice. That's a nice side hustle. A call to action. A call to action. The question is no longer whether opportunities exist in tourism. The question is, will you seize them? Will you use your creativity to showcase our culture? Because people are almost forgetting the Luo culture. Cynthia? Yeah, will we use our creativity to showcase our culture? Will you leverage technology to solve problems? Because we have technology, we are talking about innovation, but there's a problem here, tourism, and how to use all this to make it sustainable, to solve this challenge that we have of employment. Yeah? And then, will you embrace sustainability to protect lake and our heritage? So, as Nelson Mandela said once, sometimes it falls upon a great generation to be great, but you can be that great generation. Do you believe that? Yeah, we can be that great generation. So in closing, in this World Tourism Week, now for Kisumu, it's Kisumu Tourism Week. Let it be more than a celebration. We don't not just come here to celebrate, but just to get some insights. So when we go back, we put them into action. Let it be a launch pad. Let Kisumu and Lake Victoria be known not only for the beauty, but also for their youth-driven innovation, inclusivity, and sustainability. I've said 3 things. Let it be known for? Now there are 3 things I said. Yeah? After this celebration or after this symposium or after this week, there are 3 things. Let it be known for youth-driven innovation, inclusivity, and sustainability. Sawa. So what do we expect today? After this keynote, we have 2 panel sessions that are going to discuss sustainability issues around responsible waste management, and we have our able Mtaka here as well. That is an innovation that you don't want to miss. I will urge you to stick around, because I am proud of Mtaka, because you know, these guys, they just came out from this innovation just came out from whatever things we are doing in Kisumu City. We still organizing the Lake Basin Innovation and Investment Week, and these guys just met and came up with this innovation that is now, you know, taking shape and changing the whole ecosystem around waste. So you want to stick around and listen to them more. And then there is also clean water access by Kiwasco, so you'll have a chance to ask them questions and how you can be part of that network as you innovate, and also how to partner with banks and other business associations and entrepreneurs or startups in promoting sustainable tourism in Kisumu. So those are 2 panels that we don't want to miss. And also just keep being attentive, because we have a lot of gifts aligned for you guys. Sawa. So we don't say that the future of tourism lies in our hands. Sindio? The future of tourism lies in our hands. We are the future now, and we are the future tomorrow. Sindio? Yeah, so let's be attentive, let's keep engaging, and let's have one thing to leave out here, not just to come for a celebration or to showcase your universities, because we were all university students. Sindio? Yeah, so also just pray that one day you'll come in front of people and talk about what you've done before, and be able to give keynotes or be panelists just as we are. So, with those few regards, I'd say thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I'd like our keynote speaker to still remain standing for a minute to receive her round of applause from the audience. Please, kindly let's give her a round of applause. I'm going to give her this opportunity to ask a question from her keynote address, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to gift the person who you feel will have answered your question correctly. Yes, so the floor is still yours. You have 1 question to the students.
Hakuna voucher ya Cielo Resort or trip to Masai Mara. All right.
Hiyo ni ya jioni. Hiyo
okay.
So
I was just pulling your leg, Philip. Sikuwa nimekujua uko hapo nyuma. Okay. So I said that tourism is not about travel. So what are the things that for tourism? Not you. Not you. There is a hand there.
Yes, yeah.
Tourism, you said it is all about stories, identity, culture, and opportunities.
A round of applause. Let me give
Come forward and receive your gift from...
Give a bottle. How many gifts do I have? Was it just one?
Mm-hmm. You want to give another one?
Yeah, thank you very much. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you need a hug.
For doing so well.
Yeah.
Yes, here. Have this as well.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Carol. I'd let you have your rest.
Thank you
yes.
very much.
Let's give her a round of applause as she takes her seat. Okay. So, we are... Please, let's have the daktari on the floor. Tumpatie attention kidogo.
Well, I don't know. It is important that we break away from the lecture hall and we break down what we have just learned from Carol. So I want to hear from two people. She has talked about innovation with regard to storytelling. I want to hear from two people. How are we doing this? Because we are doing it to, in a way, we get away from the lecture hall, the classroom. Now we actually do it. What are you doing towards innovation in storytelling? Pick any attraction. Any attraction. Yes?
Good morning. I'm Oko John Ricky. So this is how I've been doing it. I have a YouTube channel that is monetized. If you know what monetization in YouTube means, you know what I'm talking about. So what I've been doing since 2021 is, since 2022. 2023. So I've been doing stories of Kisumu. If you check, my YouTube handle is called Rickman KE. Rickman KE. So basically, I do local stories. Like this museum national, I did a story of Luo culture and everything that they have here in their galleries. So if you go there, you can see. And you see, through that, I don't have a camera like the ones that they are using, but I use my phone. So I don't sit and wait for somebody to buy me a camera. I use what I have to get what I don't have. Which is hospitality. That is other thing that I do. And I think that is one of the things that also led for my nomination for Tourism Rising Star Award that I think will be, the gala will be on Saturday night. If you tap on that link for tourism nomination, there was the nomination and then there's the voting. So currently, at the moment, people are still voting. So you'll under Rising Star, you'll see my name, John Ricky Ouko. You can as well vote for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, from what you said, because I do not want you to feel like the space has been taken. Do you think you have told all the stories? Do you think that each one of us here can tell a story? Exactly. Exactly. So this is what I want to encourage you, that all of us have something that we can do. You can still tell the same story about Kisumu Museum in your own language, in your own structure, in your own way. Be innovative. He has spoken of monetization of his YouTube channel. That means that he is getting something for himself. So you innovate as you save the planet, you also make some profit, you as a person. She talked about 3 P's. Yes, people, profit, and the planet. Somebody else, I want to hear from somebody else, yes? Get us the mic.
Daktari, maybe before you continue,
Okay.
I'd like to engage the audience a little bit. Ricky, nani ametafuta channel yake akapata? I want to see who's active. Who has looked for his socials? Hakuna mwenye amemtafuta hata kwa Google, kwa YouTube. Amesema channel yake iko lakini? Oh, so hiyo zawadi imepita hivyo. Hakuna mwenye amempata? Oh, wow. Okay, let me give the floor to the next person.
I am not a storyteller. I am in academia. And I would like to waver in, especially when we're talking about the youths. I work for Kenya Utalii College. That is where I teach. Let me ask you a question. How many of us have smartphones here? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. How many have Kabambe, Katululu? 2. You know, when you sit in a classroom, let's say you're doing a diploma in tourism, all of you are the same. What is it that gives you an advantage over the rest when you graduate from Jaramogi Oginga Odinga? You must be proactive. There has to be something that makes you different from, you know, the rest of your classmates. And youths leverage on technology. Badala ya kudance kwa TikTok, you can be a storyteller. How many of us have visited Kitmikai? You know, when we're talking about sustainability, we are saying the ability to be able to hold, you know, both economically, socially, in various angles. What is it that makes you different from the rest of the other people who have graduated with the same certificate that you have? You know, and it begins now. Whatever you are taught in class, you can actually be able to put it into practice. And you can use that same phone that you use to dance, twerk, hello, you know, in TikTok and post. You can adopt a site. We had an opportunity to go around Kisumu, you know, yesterday. And let me tell you, there are stories that are not told. Kisumu is a very beautiful place. You people think only of Mombasa, you know, and where else do you think about when we're talking about tourism? Masai Mara, Amboseli, and those others. Kisumu is beautiful, but it requires you to be very proactive. You need to make an initiative. You can adopt a site. You can be talking about, you know, organize people in your school to go for a trip to Kitmikai. You get money. You know, you tell them, how far is it from here to Kitmikai in terms of money, fare? Yes?
It's around 300.
Around 300. Do you think it will be much if you charged 500? Hello? And you look for a van and take them there for an excursion for one day. It requires proactivity. You need to think outside the box. Actually, think even without the box. Make use of those gadgets that you have. And I tell you, your story will be different next year when we come here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's one comment.
Okay. Good evening once more. Good morning once more. Sorry. One of the students in Jaramogi. I pursue the course in international tourism. What I can say, we as the organization in JUST, it's not only ITAJU, that is International Tourism Association that we have. We have another club called the EVS. We normally organize for the nature walk to explore and identify different species of the birds. It is not organized by the school, but just individually. The commitment by our fellows. So something that we are lacking in identifying the species of the birds, we lack microscopes and that powerful cameras. But we normally use what we have. We really enjoy the nature. We really gain the knowledge from different species, even different plant species. We really like that. But we don't have the platform, or maybe to air out the information according to what we have identified. But we have the group, the WhatsApp group. At least it helps us. I normally benefit from it. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's allow Daktari to continue with his statements.
Well, I was looking for two people who will, from here, convert what you've learned into an action. The person who spoke first has already done it. the person who came in second was giving more idea and enforcement on how we can do it. I now want to hear from somebody who is willing to do it and tell me how you're going to do it. Someone. Yes. Yes, we can.
Yes, my name is Franklin Ian Kobe, producer, director of Talents Theatre Kenya. For us, we tell stories. I like my voice. Ama nitumie tu. Ulishalipa? Wacha nitumie shalipa hii. Sawa. Director and producer of Talents Theatre Kenya. We tell stories. And currently we are working on a story about Jaramogi Oginga Odinga teaching and referral, the foundation, the basis, the idea before ikue up to penye mekua. So we are working on that story. And again, we are planning to take Kisumu story to Nairobi. In fact, we won the best theater in Lake region. So tunaenda compete in Nairobi, November. That is from 4th to 17th with the outside world. So we are going to tell the story of Kisumu. So that's what we are planning to do, and that is what we are going to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Talents Theatre Kenya.
Yes.
I am being asked to confirm with you how many people.
We're going.
Yes.
We are 15 people.
15 people.
Yeah.
That is the team you have. Already,
Yes. Yeah? Yes.
Do you think you may need one or two of us here to help you tell the story?
Yes. We need as many as possible because the stories. Yeah.
Sure, that is why we are here. Students and the youth. These platforms are for networking. If you have a story that, or a way of telling a story as to what you said, this is your chance. Take it up and tell the story. So I think, unless there is anyone else who would want us to tell us how they will tell the story or how they will become a youth innovator with regard to sustainability. Yes, I think this is the last one before I hand over to the next person. Yes.
In terms of telling a story, I'll speak on behalf of Kilifi County and how I could do it. In Kilifi County, there is a place known as Marafa. In that place, it's just something happened. The real story now. It's like soil erosion happened or floods, and it became very beautiful. But the tourists, when they come there, they're told a myth that long ago a family lived at that place and they are misusing resources. They were bathing using milk. Then God became angry. He punished them and that place erupted. And up to date, it's a tourist attraction area. But when you go to the social media, no one has ever maybe acted that story. You can make it like a story, a short story, then you act so that it can market that place. Yes.
It's a good initiative. I encourage you to go ahead. Now, what we do as a youth, you need to start from somewhere. Our mindset usually is I want to clear college, then knock a door, get employment, and I start living. But you know that you can pick on what has not been done and it becomes your employment. Usually, those who are learning marketing, you go looking for the biggest institution. Let me use the partners who are here, for example, just any one of them. You want to go to Grand Royal Suisse and be an influencer for Grand Royal Suisse. It is a good opportunity. They may pay you the money. But all of us here would want to be the influencer for Grand Royal Suisse, meaning competition is so much. But you know you can be known as the ambassador of Kit Mikai and create a platform for you through a YouTube channel or a TikTok account. Build it from zero. Get followers as you market Kit Mikai, and Facebook or Meta will pay you to eternity because it is your idea. You've owned it. Kit Mikai is now become you. We know you as this and this person of Kit Mikai. Can that be done? Yes, that is the innovation we are talking about. We are not talking about science that is out there. We are talking about picking something, making it your own, and then you will find a living out of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A round of applause, kindly. Yes, please.
Dr. has mentioned something very important, and I just want to strengthen it. That is why innovation hubs exist. In Kisumu, we have YSAB, of course. You've heard of Lake Hub. You've heard of Mtaka. They have Homeless of Kisumu. Yeah? So if in any case, because I've had the Eves, someone from Eves, Just, was it?
Yes.
Just, they have something called Eves. They organize tours, but you still have challenges. You see, the thing is, you're doing alone the way you know it, but you need to consult someone who knows to guide you into doing it as a business. Indio? That is why innovation hubs exist. So please, knock at our doors, and then we'll give you the right guidance. Sindio, other than doing it yourself, and then you mess up. And that is why the panels that are coming after these sessions are very important, because banks are going to tell, they have a lot of money, but where are those businesses to support? Where are they? Sindio? So please, as young people, that is why the hubs exist, and we are here to give you the right direction. But of course, there is nothing for free. You have to spend something to get something. Yeah. Sindio? Yes. That is what I wanted to add.
Thank you so much. A round of applause to our able panelists. I think these are very engaging and interesting discussions that are much needed for the youths. I'd like to take this discussion back to where we left it from, and say, I'd like to take this discussion. First, let me acknowledge the presence of Waziri, who's walking in. Let's give her a chance to join us as well. Karibu Waziri, karibu sana, welcome. We are delighted to have you. Our pride, welcome. Let's have a round for Waziri as she joins us. Honorable Farida, karibu. Karibu sana. Karibu. Thank you, thank you. We are happy to have you grace the occasion. Karibu sana. Hi. Welcome. Kindly take your seats. Thank you for joining us. To bring Waziri to speed, we have already started the discussion. We are happy that you've joined us. We acknowledge your presence. I'd like to take this discussion from where we left off. I know KWS has been put on the spotlight. I'd like to give this chance so that they can as well address and...
thank you very much.
Yes.
Who can remember my name?
Who can?
Who can?
Who can? Yes?
He is James Jones from KWS.
He says James Jones. Who can try?
For me, I just captured James. Yeah.
That's James and not James. I think you have baptized me.
Mr. Kones.
He said Mr. Kones. That's the half name.
That's the half name.
It's
he wants
name.
full name.
I said full names.
Who can remember the full names? Let me give you a pen. I wanted to give you a gift.
Please.
Who can remember the full names?
I'm the only mzungu around here.
Yes.
Kwani mzungu mweusi anakaa vipi? Ama albino mzungu anakaa vipi? He must be black. Ama anakuwa brown. Okay, thank you very much. There's a colleague, one of the participants asked KWS how it can support or even have opportunities of coming to your school. I think we are very much an open institution. You can reach us anytime, any day. So wildlife stimulates tourism products and also creates jobs, business, and visitation. We are a catalyst in this tourism field. And also, who had some mzungus who were caught with ants? Nani alisikia kuna wazungu walishikwa na some ants? Why do you think walishikwa na hizo ants? And how much were they how much were they penalized? Just ants. Safari ants. Amjai one of safari ants in your home? That guy alikuwa punished for doing what?
Trying to export the ants.
Those are biopiracy.
Yeah.
Worth millions of shillings. Can't you see a mzungu from outside coming to pick ants, and you people don't know about the ants? Hello? I'm seeing some young ladies here. Wamejipaka mafuta. Wamerembeka. How many of you have used snail products today? And you can do snail business. You can extract the fluid, you can sell. It's being done in this country. Even it's being done in this Kisumu. Nani ameonja cricket flower? Cricket, nani anajua cricket? You can imagine kuna watu wanaweza kula cricket. Na unasema kwamba Kenya kuna njaa. That's part of food security. Si ndio? Of you have gone to carnival. Hello? Ukakula crocodile. Lakini ulipokuja Kisumu unasema kwamba you cannot eat nyang. Can you imagine some fallacy? People can do business of game farming. You can earn living. It's being done in this Kenya. Some years back in 1980s and 70s, Masai Mara was not #1 tourism destination in Kenya. What happened? Innovations. They saw an opportunity, they struck in, they beat even KWS, the then KWS. The best destination by then was Meru National Park. Lakini saizi everybody wants to say, anataka kwenda Masai Mara. Masai Mara, around it we have conservancies. Those conservancies are being managed by local people, and even the youth are managing those conservancies. Tell me, how much is Masai Mara earning as the levies, the cess? Hii pesa tunasema hapa Kisumu County is earning cess ya this much. Masai Mara 10 years ago was earning 19 billion as cess. Pesa tu ile mlango. They are using that money to educate their young. They are using that money on livestock industry. They are using that money even their own infrastructures. Kusema kweli wa Masai, mkienda kuwaona mnasema kwamba wanavaa shuka, si ndio? But they have a lot on their natural resource and a sustainable utilization of that resource. So young men and young ladies, the opportunities we have, we are an open class as Kenya Wildlife Service. There's opportunities, even the small parks we have here, the conservation areas. There is Ndere. What can you do as a person to ignite what is happening in Ndere? The opportunities. You can create your own companies. Ama namna gani? Please, KWS cannot be a wholesaler, turns up to be a retailer, and again becomes a hawker. Hapana. Other people can earn from this cake. Sawa sawa. Please feel free. We shall discuss a lot. Asanteni.
Thank you so much. A round of applause, kindly. It's okay.
Once again, how many remember my name? Haki. Madam. Yes, baby girl. Niambie jina langu.
You said you are Pauline Okoth.
A round of applause for her. Na unajua amepata kabairo. For the sake of Waziri, I'm Pauline Okode. I was once in your office. I'd come to visit you. I would want to just add on top of what Mr. David Kones, the Mzungu Mweusi, has said about Kenya Wildlife Service. Kenya Wildlife Service is a state corporation. It is there for all of us. We are also wananchi kama nyinyi, si ndio? Nikitoa hii uniform, sinabaki mwananchi. So that is KWS. We work with all stakeholders. We welcome the youth to work with us. For example, if you want to do attachments, I came to Ndere this year in January. I've never had any student who wants to come for attachment in Ndere. You can do internships with Kenya Wildlife Service. And so, just get in touch with us. We are here to network and see what we can do better. So about Ndere Island National Park, it's a small island on Lake Victoria. And I was not happy to hear that we don't know about Ndere. How many have been to Ndere? Hey, ni wachache sana. Sana. Najua madam anakuja kilete wanafunzi. You can imagine. I'm wondering why Kisumu people have never been to Ndere. Ndere Island covers an area of 4.2 square kilometers. It is an island of serenity and beauty. Tumesema ni island of? This is an island where you come. There's someone who's doing bird identification. We have over 100 species of birds in Ndere Island. We have other wildlife, including the antelopes. We have the rare sitatunga. You know it's found in swamps along Lake Victoria. We also have it at Ndere. We also have zebras. We have warthogs. Gen Z, mnahitaji warthogs kwa Kiswahili? Gen Z, mnahitaji warthogs kwa Kiswahili?
Ati? Kasongo.
Ebu sikia, ati kasongo. Enyewe, we have kasongos. They are there at Ndere Island National Park. Yes, Ebu?
In Kiswahili it is ngiri.
Kwa Kiswahili ni ngiri, lakini sasa tulibadilisha kutoka kwa ngiri tu kasongo. It's okay. You know, Gen Zs wamenifunza mambo. Mimi ni mama ya Gen Z. The Gen Zs will force you to adapt something. So we'll just adapt na tutaita ngiri, warthog, kasongo. Sini kweli? So at Ndere, we have opportunities. For example, we don't have many tour vans bringing visitors to Ndere Island National Park. As a youth, what does that tell you? That you can start even from hiring a matatu. Collect a group of you. Come to Ndere, take your photos, share these photos and say, sisi hapa tunachukua watu kutoka Kisumu City to Ndere. Hapo si utakuwa umeanzisha biashara. Na tunakuombea Mungu ya kwamba that business will have to grow. Then at Ndere, we have a lot of cultural history. And we want to tie the cultural history of Ndere Island, Kit Mikai, and other rocks. Like I'm told there's one called Radore Rock, also in between. So this cultural history and the storytelling that Daktari was telling us about, these are things that we can package to ensure that we are attracting people to visit our natural resources so that we are sustaining ourselves. So we have to start by sustaining ourselves. 3 P's. And then we are celebrating the World Tourism Week. Sindio? Did you hear that the national government has gifted Kenyans with a free entry? Mulisikia? Ni wapi? Mutakuja lini? Eh? On the 27th of this month, our national government has given us absolutely free entry into our national parks. So, mbona msikuje? Na hisi ni yetu. I would wish to really engage the students so that we see what we can do better. When I was once working in Nairobi, I was with Winnie at the Nairobi Safari Walk. There was a student who came for attachment. Attachments are only 3 months. And then he was very keen to stay close to us and was asking questions like, now, how am I going to get employed after this? Employment has become so scarce. What do you advise me to do? So I told him, you can start by taking a group of students from Nairobi to Hell's Gate. That boy was called Pancras. Pancras now is one of the leading tour operators in Kenya. Na alianza na kuhaya. Unaona uto tumatatu sinaitwa Rosa. Rosa. He was carrying people, taking to Hell's Gate, then along Lake Naivasha, returning them there, and then you be creative. Apart from seeing wildlife and hiking, cycling in Hell's Gate, what else? He came up with the team building activities. You can come to Ndere to do team building. It's a matter of someone being brave enough to start. Sini sawa. Thank you so much, my sons and daughters, and thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. A round of applause to her kindly. We are talking about becoming a local ambassador, responsibility at protected areas and wildlife. We have had various discussions and various ideas come to play. We have had things such as even aspects of tech integration come into play. The students have also pointed out issues on sustainability, which is also a key discussion that we are having right now. I'd like to point out that the panel has equally pointed out, as you've had, internship and local ambassador. I'd like to tie these two, internship and local ambassadorship. From the students' perspective, they are doing something. They have started.
Medication, education, sports, but the most important one, wildlife, right? They are the one who protect and manage our protected areas, the PAs, right? So most of the, I stand to be corrected, but one of the greatest reasons most of the people travel, especially hiyo siku yenye wametuambia on Saturday, itakuwa free entry to the parks. Itakuwa tunaenda kuona nini pale? Wildlife, right? So what is wildlife? Wildlife ni nini? Sisi kazi yetu ni kuuliza tu maswali and nyinyi mnatujibu. I'm sure you know what tourism is. So what is wildlife? Yeah, so wildlife is all and animals, right? They are domesticated. What you find there at where? At the Impala Park, yeah? Tulie have an opportunity jana kutembea kule tukiwa na madam waziri hapa, and we saw lot of wildlife there. But I heard most of the people ask so many questions about what we found there, and it is just a few of representation of what we have in the world, right? Tuko na wanyama wengi sana kule world. It's only that those ones that are there, they are there for a reason, right? And kuna yenye Bwana Konesa pa alikuwa na turekebisha kule. Tunaenda tunaweka mkono pale, yule Eland aende kulik. We were told, what were we told about that? We were told not to do that, right, by the KWS, because hajui ulioga na sabuni gani, ulitoka wapi, right? So we saw a representation of many animals there, grouped in different, that are grouped in different categories. Niliona representation ya the Agri 5, kuna mwenye alimention hapa hyena, right? Tunajua the Agri 5. I'm sure we all know the big five, and I was challenging you over there. We know the ugly five? Please tell us. Amesema rhino, buffalo. Remember, we are not saying the big five. I said, okay, tumalizie the big five, now that umeanza. Amesema?
Rhino, buffalo, elephant, leopard, and lion.
Ameweza. Amesema lion, rhino, buffalo, and an elephant. Ameweza. Let's clap for him. Kuna watu ukiuliza just the simple question of the big five, ataangalia giraffe, the tallest. Is that how we look at the classification? Is that how things were classified? They will tell you more about how these were classified, right? So nilikuwa nauliza the ugly five. Leave around the big five. So yes, sir. One of the ugly five. Yeah. Okay. Yes, let's finish up with that. 3, yes. Marabustok, Warthog, Wildebeest. Let's clap for him. Ametuambia watatu. Kuna mwenye tamalizia wengine wawili? Hyena and vulture. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. But I'm sure we'll have more time to engage. But most importantly, it was about being an ambassador. Ambassador to protected areas, ambassador to wildlife and tourism in general, right? We shall answer that as we at the platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. A round of applause. Yeah, so now we were setting the stage for the first panel. And I've stole the microphone from the moderator because she's going to moderate the first panel. So I want to ask WCK, please come back to the stage. WCK. What's the name of the WCK guys? WCK guys, KWS, please join the stage. And then we have the Dunga Innovation as well. NAM Festival to also join the stage. So we only needed one person for KWS. Sorry, yeah. No, but because of gender, we need one the lady. So you guys decide. Now go back and then Conness will suggest. Sorry, we have broken protocols, but it's okay for the sake of gender. Yeah. So the gender, you need to sit, they need to sandwich you, if that is okay. All right. Oh, and Willis. So we also have an entrepreneur because we want to have a very holistic, inclusive discussion. We don't want to leave behind the entrepreneurs. Yeah? So we have this first panel who is going to that is going to discuss about protected areas and how we can become local ambassadors. Talking to you as young people for Kisumu. Sawa. We ask you still to remain attentive because ticket ya Masai Mara isikuashe. But we are not looking for tickets for Masai Mara. We want to exhaust everything local. Sindio? Kama mtu hajaenda Ndere Island, please tupate hiyo nini ya Ndere Island. So this panel is going to be moderated by Irene. Irene, where are you? Are you ready? All right, a round of applause as Irene comes in to moderate.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carol. Our discussion is going to still be around sustainability. Do I allow you to introduce yourself again? We've already introduced ourselves, so we're going to continue we're going to start this discussion. Okay. Let's introduce ourselves again.
Hello, everyone. I'm Willie Sotieno. I'm a visual artist. I run a venture called Takataka Treasure Arts, where we focus on recycling waste to create art. I'm displaying my artwork at the M-Taka tent, and you are welcome to also sample what we have. Other than that, I would say I've exhibited internationally within the East African community, in Europe and in America, amongst other places. I hope we'll have a good session. Thank you.
Thank you, Willis. Hi, everyone. How are you, ni? Hey, manze, mjakunywa breakfast? Nikiwasalimia tubotubo mnasema satuma. Tubotubo. Satuma. Nice one. So my name is Dave OJ, or you can call me Ojuondo. And I am privileged to have found the NAM Festival. We run the campaign Justice for Lake Victoria. That's the local one. And at the global level, we have another campaign known as My Lake, My Future, which includes Lake Titicaca at the border of Peru and Bolivia, Lake Velayani in south of India, Lake Tana in Ethiopia, and most recently we worked with Lake Malawi in Malawi. So where there is an endangered lake, we take a NAM festival to speak for that lake. So right here, as Willis has said, we also work very closely with West. We have a philosophy that drives our programs at NAM Festival, which is known as the TTO, or Turning Threats into Opportunities. And at our tent there, it's known as NAM Dunga Innovation Hub. We actually show you how to make, beautiful accessories from nothing. We are now currently working with 3 solid waste materials. We retrieve fabric waste from tailors and your houses when you donate your old clothes. And we will discuss that later when we are talking about sustainability, because textile waste in Kenya is now at about 485 million items thrown every year, including your jeans and all that. And we know how to turn stuff out of that waste. And finally, just to say that I look forward to this discussion and see how art, I heard someone talk about storytelling. How does culture, indigenous wisdom, or traditional knowledge come into conservation and sustainability? Thank you.
Thank you. Because you've already introduced yourselves before, I'll take over the mic and just delve into the discussion immediately. I want to put Willis on the spot as a local, as an entrepreneur, right? I'd like to ask, in your view, what skills or mindsets do young people need to succeed as eco-entrepreneurs? Kindly give us wisdom. What skills, in your view, what skills or mindsets do young people need to succeed as eco-entrepreneurs?
Thank you. Basically, I would say that most of us are talented in different ways, and knowing your strength is a very basic factor, because you may find somebody succeeding in a specific field, and you venture into that field believing that that's where success lies, yet maybe you are cut for something else. So because what I do is basically from my talent, the skills that I've had to acquire is how to go about earning from my talent. That is turning the talent into an enterprise, into a business where I can earn from what I'm gifted in. I would say that in Luo there's a saying that chaka chaka. Just start from whatever you have. From whatever is within your surrounding, you can start an enterprise. It's only a matter of knowing what you can do with the available resources. Like when you come to my display, you'll realize that how the name Takataka Treasure Arts is coined is from the aspect of recycling waste to create the artwork. I'm a trained artist. I'm trained into painting, and the specific waste that I use now is that I recycle chicken eggshells. I don't know what you guys do with your chicken eggshells after consuming the eggs. Does somebody use the chicken eggshells for something else? If you don't, then it means you throw it away. When you throw it away, that's what I pick and recycle to create some very beautiful artworks there in the display there. You come around and see. So the artworks there are the treasure bit of the name. But the eggshells that you throw away is what Basically, explore what you are able to do and focus on it, and maybe it will take you places. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll answer that by saying we all have different interests, right? Kila mtu anajua kenye anataka kwa maisha yake, si ndio? Everyone knows what their goal is, especially in regards to the market as it is right now. So number one, what I'll say is that one, you believe in yourself, in what you're doing right now, but in regards to identifying opportunities, unaona hiyo kiherere ya kutaka kujua more na kutaka it all starts as a fun. Unaanza something just like someone was talking about identify what you want in life first and then anza na kujifanyia wewe mwenyewe. Don't look at KWS useme ninataka kuandikwa pale KWS, but you forget that KWS wanakaa long before wafanye recruitment, before wafanye nini. That is kama unataka kuwa pale, but you are identified by what you start to do on your own. Especially in socials. We are all in socials. Let's start doing something that we have to do on our own. Number two, look at the potential organizations that you would wish to work with. Start with not working for, but working with as a partner. Consultation. That's how you identify this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A round of applause kindly. Yes, OJ, you'd want to chip in and add into that?
I know the base for success sometimes is passion, but I want to say I work with a lot of young people in our campaigns for rallying for lakes, whether it's in India where we traveled or South America. And one thing I must say is that stay hungry. When you stay hungry, you want more. And when you want more, you want purpose. Don't want more to pile. Because even wealth, when you pile your wealth, at the end, you only get into a box of 6 by 6. That's your grave. So pile more purpose so that you can make the world a better place. Did you hear that? Pile more purpose so that you can make the world a better place. And when you make the world a better place, you're not making it only for you. You're making it for you, your peers, your friends, your family, and the future generation. So what I can say is passion drives you further, and your purpose drives you further away. And if you want to go further, you walk fast. But if you want to go, if you want to go far, you walk fast. But if you want to go further, you work with someone. Partnership and collaboration. Waswahili wanasema kidole kimoja hakivunji chawa. There is a reason to that. No man is an island. So for example, even as NAM Festival, we've come together with Kisumu, My Pride. And we are talking about how do we make, you see these bottles, after you finish, some of us just want to throw it. But some of us have found purpose in that waste. I was talking about the different solid waste we are working with. There's fabric, there's glass, and there's plastic. There's a glass somewhere there where Conness is. Conness, you can just lift it up. That's an opportunity coming out of once upon a time, a wine bottle now turned into a drinking glass. And the part that was on top is then crushed to create lime cement. If you mix it with lime, the powder of the glass, you can get lime cement. And what that does give you, that can give you an innovation where you can even create briquettes, or you can create, not briquettes, sorry, cabros. You can create cabros or tiles for outdoor spaces. But sometimes you have to push yourself to your purpose to realize your potential and unlock it. And when you unlock it, that spiral goes further because you employ yourself and you employ the next person or your friend or your family. So mine is just to add to that. Find your purpose and go further in collaboration.
The agenda of waste has come up so many times, and I'd like to take this opportunity to even state that MTACA is equally here, and we deal with recyclable waste, and we are a tech-integrated company. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to make an announcement to everybody on the ground. Kindly use the labeled bins placed all over the venue. We have organic, we have plastics, we have grey bottles. Please feel. With that said, listening, I'd like to continue. From the abled panel, we have had them. There's purpose, there's passion, and as well, partnership and sponsorship has also come up, out as a key discussion. That is the only way we can move. We are able to move and to even hold hands of those who are coming up in this sector and in the journey. Maybe from our panel, I'd like to put you on the spot and maybe say, even at KWS, how do you, so that maybe they have an idea. Maybe, you know, somebody might ask a partnership. What is partnership? What is sponsorship? What does it entail? Tunatembea aje kama KWS? Munatembea aje na watu? How would you even identify them? How would you refer? There's also the referral pathways as one of the ways. So please talk to us and let us know how the partnerships come in and also how it drives into sustainability.
Thank you so much. Partnership. If you look at our strategic plan as Kenya Service, that is strategic for 2024-2028, partnership and collaboration is very much, it's part of our pillars. That if we have to sustainably conserve wildlife and the natural resources of this country, then we cannot do it alone. Number one, we have wildlife. For example, in national parks and national reserves. We also have wildlife in conservancies and in wildlife sanctuaries. But we still have wildlife outside of the protected areas. We have wildlife within communities. Now, we have to partner and collaborate with communities to ensure that our wildlife are safe. We have to be talking. We have to let them understand why we need wildlife and why we need their support as community members. We also partner and collaborate with the higher learning institutions now, like the universities, because we are talking about sustainability. Kenya Wildlife Service employ people, but these people are not there forever. Look at me, look at Bana Kones. We are aging and we are going. And so we work very closely also with the institutions to create that awareness that we have opportunities for people to get employment. So wherever we are doing our, when the universities are doing their open career weeks, open education days, we are open to your invitations. Invite us so that we also explain what Kenya Wildlife Service is doing. So it is only through partnership that we are able to do that. Number two, or number three, we also partner with other agencies. We partner with all these people that we are working with here. For example, now the Wildlife Clubs of Kenya. We have to partner with them so that we are able to do the conservation education and environmental awareness. We do it together with them. So partnership is very important and is very key for wildlife conservation and for the future of this wildlife conservation. So partnership for us is almost everything. We have to partner with the county governments. For example, we are based here in Kisumu County, and therefore we have to work very closely with the county government of Kisumu. There are things that we must do with the counties so that we are able to succeed with our agenda of wildlife conservation. So thank you.
Tumesikia hiyo? We've heard that. Yes, before we take a question, let me take this opportunity to make one announcement. Please, as we are also in the venue, let's use and let's visit all the booths. They have goodies and they are giving, so that you also get to learn more of what they are doing. We have African Blue, Tilapia Poa. They have given you, the students, you have an offer. Fish skewers will go for 35 shillings. Fish nuggets will go for 35 shillings. And fish samosas will be 50 shillings. I'll encourage everyone to visit all booths so that we get to interact with everyone and learn. And if that's how you also get to get partners and sponsors. Visit the booths, make use of them. As we continue in the same spirit, I'd like to ask, there are challenges that are there in the sector. How do we find solutions, or how do we come up? We equally have learning institutions. We have JUICE that is here amongst us. How do we include even this sector so that they're able to come up with sustainability measures? I know I want to pose this question to Dave because I know you work a lot with the youth as well, and you have various programs. So how can we have them come on board, even the learning institutions, to find solutions to the challenges that exist in the sector as we gear towards sustainability and ambassadorship?
I've even lost the question. It's so, but how do we bring you, my brothers and sisters, on board? I'm a millennial, so you're my younger brothers and sisters, and how I think we've kind of touched on the how. And when I was listening to Madame and also Willis, I could hear in their presentations, like reading between the lines, you can actually tell how you engage further as a young person in these spaces and in these programs, from partnerships. And then one thing I want to say is alignment. I want to use the word alignment. For example, tourism department is doing a campaign across the county known as Kisumu My Pride. So you, for example, anyone, what's your name? Tom. Tom wants to do something called street photography to celebrate the streets of Kisumu. Don't you see some sort of alignment in what Chris or Tom is trying to do and what Kisumu County is doing? Do you see some sort of alignment? Mnanipata? So with you understanding how you align with somebody else's vision, you're able to put your alignment notes together. You're able then to walk to these spaces, explain some of the things you're trying to do, and first begin by acknowledging what this person you're visiting is doing. And then you say how you coming together with what they're doing and this introduction of some of the ideas you have, how the two of you can go further, not far. No, you're not working alone. So for you to understand how you can enter into other people's or other presets, like, let me say the word preset, because there are already programs that are probably already existing. And how do you want to align yourself so that you work with Kisumu My Pride, you work with the conservation clubs, or you work with KWS, or you work with NAM Festival, or you work with Willis here. You have to understand, what does Willis do? You have to understand, what does NAM Festival do? You have to understand, what does KWS do? What is the mandate of these people you're trying to partner with? And then turn the barrel to your side. Geuza bunduki yako ikuangalie, ujiulize hizo maswali. Put yourself in the spot. What am I then offering? These are the stuff these people are doing. What am I offering? What am I bringing to the table? You have to look at your concepts and then identify what is your mission, what is the value, and what is the impact your prescribed program is supposed to deliver. So you think of the outcome, and after you've thought of the outcome, put together. Feel free to reach out to me or any one of us. Put together what we call a deck or what we call a presentation proposal, maybe 2 pages or 3 pages with some photos, and then go out and look for people you want to do things with. For example, us at NAM Festival, sometimes we put out a call, and we are constantly looking for visionary artists or visionary change makers or visionary thought leaders. And we put together a thematic area. For example, in 2021 with KWS, Ministry of Tourism, we did something called the flip-floppy expedition. Ever heard of the flip-floppy boat made out of plastic? Anyone in the room? Anyone? Oh, only one. Oh, 2, 3. Okay, this is the first boat made out of 10,000 tons of plastic that was made in Lamu. And that boat wanted to come and do an expedition on Lake Victoria. And we asked ourselves, how do we align? If these guys are coming to do a boat expedition out of made of plastic waste, the NAM Festival should be in there. So we called the Flip Floppy, and the Flip Floppy told us, yes, we're organizing this in conjunction with the British Embassy or the British.
Hello, hi. Happy tourism. I'm glad to have been nominated as a tourism star in Kisumu County. I just have a comment. Okay, first I'd like to, I'm happy actually to have seen KWS, Kisumu County, Mr. Willis, who have given you opportunity, the students to be here. I was once a student. Me, when I don't know if it's being hungry like the way Mr. Willis has said, or chaka chaka. I used to go for all these conferences. I used to go for the UNESCO. I became a member of Tourism Professional Association. I went to Twitter. I was following everything. And trust me, with everything that let me say our stakeholders are saying here, I am a living example. I like to urge you youths, believe in yourself. Because if you've heard of the 3 events that have happened this year, Dallas 7, I was one of the organizing secretary.
Okay. All right. So we still have a chance for Maseno University. Yeah. So one panelist talked about partnerships, and it is one of the Sustainable Development Goals. Which number is it in the Sustainable Development Goals? Partnerships and collaboration. I'm giving you 10 seconds because this one you can Google. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Partnerships and collaborations is one of the Sustainable Development Goals. We have 17 of them. Which number is it? 1, 2. Which university? Where is Maseno? I'm looking for Maseno. Which number is it? No, wrong. The lady in red, 17. Come for your gift. Round of applause. You guys need to be aware of this SDGs. Come for your present. Which one do you want? Key holder, pen, life jacket. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Go for it. Thank you very much. You want one more? For KU or Nairobi Aviation? No. Jost? No. Jost has gotten one already. Okay. One more. Kisumu has a hashtag that has been running. Which one is it? That one was easy. But you shouted. All right. We need to be using the hashtag for Kisumu My Pride as we engage. Cindy, because we want to amplify the tourism week for Kisumu. Come for your gift. You said it. One last one. When you are as part of the solutions, which one do you want? Key holder, this one, or pen? Yeah? No, this one is preserved for someone else. We only have one. This one will be a tough one. And it is Waziri who will gift it out. So when we are talking about the solutions, and I think one of the panelists, is it OJ, talked about you need to do something. Alignment was used, but you need to do something as a solution. What was it? If you're going to NAM Festival or any of the hubs, you don't just go at, I'm going from just, what do you need to present? No, not you. Who has not spoken? Backbenchers. Mko kweli ama mko? Backbenchers mko ndani ya S-class mnasikia tu. Okay, what do you need to do to present? I'm already giving you. Yeah? Can I see those hands up? Mwenye jongea? That one from behind. The lady in yeah, just stand up and I don't know. Or shout your answer. Yeah, you're getting close, but I need that word. Yeah. What word are you supposed to? Yeah. What word are you supposed to use? I'm looking for a word.
Align yourself with something.
No, I said alignment is the thing. You have to align to a vision. But when you're coming to any organizations, be it NAM Festival or hubs or any other person, you have to present something. What is it?
Mission value.
Okay, so where do we have the mission value and that thing, whatever those are?
Passion.
No. The gentleman behind?
You should have a proposal.
You're getting close. There's a hand there.
You need to have a pitch, something called a pitch deck.
Nice. Thank you. Clark, give a round of applause. Yes. Because you guys are going into business, India. whatever word we use is pitch deck. See presentation PowerPoints, G mission. No. You have to put them in a pitch deck. As we're preparing for the second panel, which is going to have all those business terms. Thank you. Let's do the final closing for the panel.
So let's now give the panel the opportunity to answer the various questions they've been asked. So we are going to listen so that we get the feedback that we have inquired. Who would like to start us off? So kindly do the honors.
Thank you. I wanted to answer the first question from Ms. Just. You asked about why it matters in regards to sustainability, HR, and was it livelihood? Social well-being. Okay. Now, let's start by sustainability. Sustainability is, like she said, it's about future, a long-term thing. And in conservation and in environment, we do it for the future generation, not for ourselves. It's for the benefit of the generations to come, right? So sustainability, you cannot, they are intertwined. Sustainability, human, the HR and what you called, you said, again, livelihood? Social well-being, exactly. So this is why we apply most of social, environmental, and economic stuff in sustainability. Number one, like I said, is to make sure that we don't affect the future generations. In anything that we do today, the impact, be it especially the negative, doesn't affect the generations to come. It also helps us in planning. When we are protecting something or we are using it, let's talk about the natural resources. Using them sustainable, this is the wise use of these natural resources. What it means is that we are creating room for us to enjoy the resources, but at the same time, making sure we don't affect those people. Right now, what we are enjoying today, when we go to the park and when we go to the protection areas, protected areas, someone somewhere paid the price for that, for the particular species we find there, right? So right now, we have found those species, we are enjoying them. We go there, we enjoy them. So what about the generations to come? Do we use these resources in a way that it affects them? Do we protect them? So it is good. It helps us in planning. It helps us to retain employment. You can imagine right now we have a certain facility and we use it without caring how it will end up. The people who are working there right now are enjoying. What about the people who will come after? Will they get opportunity like we have right now? So it helps us in planning. It helps us in shaping the life of the people to come. That applies even to social and economic. It comes with a long term. We are talking about long term. The lasting of whatever we are talking about, efficiency and resilient. It should be able to, we should be able to protect the resources, what we are talking about here, in terms that the shelf life, it not delays, it increases the shelf life of what we are talking about. So sustainability, you cannot divide sustainability, HR, and livelihood, what we are having today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for my colleague. Ama tumechoka sana? Ai, naomba tusichoke because bado tunatafuta, si ndio? Let's be hungry.
There is something else I just remembered. The very first question was about identifying opportunity, and we were encouraged to visit these tents. The opportunity we get is identifying problems in our life, right? These people, the tent from the beginning, from the first tent there, they have identified something. Watu fulani mahali fulani wako njaa. Their solution is food. Hapa bank fulani, watu fulani wanahitaji services. So as we continue doing this, let's make sure tunaenda kwa kila tent tukiona what they are doing. That's where we will find these opportunities. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm going to handle the issue of tourism in Western Kenya. A question was reading, how do we improve tourism in Western Kenya? Or why are we not having as much in Western Kenya compared to other areas? For example, in the coast, there are several visitors. Masai Mara has visitors. In the Central Rift, we have Lake Nakuru, and there are so many visitors. So what is it that we are not doing right? I would want first to throw back the question to you. As a student, what do you think we can do? Can we do some research on this and come up with a paper and say now, in Western Kenya, this is what we are going to do to ensure that tourism peaks in Western Kenya. But for now, maybe a few challenges. What are the challenges that we are facing that is making tourism not be as per our expectations? Maybe we do not have adequate infrastructure. Maybe we have not done our branding and marketing as it's supposed to be done. Maybe we have not diversified our products and services. So, one thing I would want us to think about doing, because we have the county government with us, is work on the infrastructure so that we improve accessibility. And we are happy, and personally I'm happy to announce that the county government is now doing the road to Ndere Island National Park. There's a road that is from here to Bondo, then off the Bondo-Kisumu road, there is Nambakapio now to Bao Beach. So can we give a round of applause to our county government? That is part of what we must do to improve tourism in the Western Kenya. Number two, the water transport. I know we have the water bus, we have the boat cruises, and we have those other smaller boats. What else can we do so that we make sure we have very safe, secure vessels that visitors would want to use in Lake Victoria to minimize mostly when visitors come around the lake and they want to do water transport, the first thing they see is the boats that we have. The type of boats that we need to have is something that will assure a visitor of their security. So the water transport bit of it should also be something that we need to think about. Number two, we also, I think we have Kisumu International Airport. We are now supposed to see what can we do to make use of the international airport to improve tourism in the circuit. And then we need to be having reliable utilities. For example, clean water. You know, people are afraid of the water that we have, maybe because it's maybe coming from the lake. Do we have clean water? Do we have some plants that are doing very clean water and supplying to areas where visitors would want to go? Number two is now diversity of tourism products. Let's make sure that we diversify. For example, now, because we don't have so many wild animals, we don't have a lot of the big five in our national parks and reserves around, we can now think about cultural tourism. We are rich in culture in the Western Kenya. I know we have the Luya. The Luya is Ikuti dance. Is there anything we are doing with the Luya is Ikuti? The Luos. I know we have a lot in terms of culture. The Luo cuisine, the music that we have. We are the only people who are gifted to sing and at least pull a crowd. Kuna wengine wanaimbanga kutushinda sisi. Kina Tony Nyadundo, kina sijui nani. Yeah, so such things can help us to improve. And now we only want to use what we have learned here today to see how to put all these things together and then see how together we can improve tourism in the Western Kenya. Ecotourism. Ndere Island and Kakamega Forest. They are hotspots for ecotourism. We have talked about lake tourism. We need to develop those cruises and also vessels that assure visitors of their security and also to market them. Branding and marketing. Whatever that we have, if it is the kit Mikai that we're talking about, how do we brand or rebrand and then market what we have in the Western Kenya? We need to position ourselves and we need to make sure that we package whatever that we have to ensure that it's going to appeal to the different segments of visitors that would wish to come to the Western Kenya. Again, we also would wish to take advantage of now people wanting to diversify, get away from the traditional destinations to look for newer or better destinations now like Kisumu. Kisumu, I know we have a lot. Then community involvement. How many of you, for example, are coming from within communities from Kisumu? We can involve you and also support the communities to start up ecotourism ventures. Sustainability and conservation. Yes, we have been talking about sustainability here from the morning, and we know what to do so that our tourism that we want to start today to create a different picture of what what people are used to seeing. Another thing is events and festivals. I know we have the Lake Victoria Fish Festival. Do we normally do it? Who are involved? How do we market that so that everybody gets to come? The Luo Cultural Festival. Have we ever had a Luo Cultural Festival? For example, inside Lake Victoria. Tuseme pale Ndere Island. Have we? Nataka ukuje huko ndani.
I'm going to allow her to take a short break, and in this short break I'm going to make this announcement as I pass the mic to Prima Facie. I want to welcome you to the floor because let's give her an opportunity. She wants to leave urgently. So madam, allow us to do this kidogo too.
Hello. Hello. How are you feeling? Is the session insightful? Are we gaining a lot? So my name is Prima Facie Mutua. I know my name is a mouthful, but you can call me Prima. I am a co-founder and chief operations officer at Mtaka. I think when you get a chance, go to visit our booth. Irene has been here, and the conversation today is really inspiring, and it speaks to what we do. I know most of you has been asking about the waste, the pollution. Dave spoke about it a bit, the pollution to Lake Victoria. And what we do at Mtaka is we leverage technology to increase recycling culture and improve the livelihoods of waste actors. And who are waste actors? Some of them can be you guys. How many of you know where this water bottle goes after you've drank it? Nani anajua mali inaendanga? Ama nani ashaiona mali inaenda? Hakuna? Hakuna mtu ashaiona tu mtu ameicollect mahali amepeleka ama mali zimekuwa in a heap mahali? No one has ever seen? Have you seen? Where have you seen them? Scrape. Hakuna mtu ashaiona? Yes. Moi Stadium. Ushaijiuliza mtu anafanya nini na takataka? Ujaijiuliza? Leo nataka ujiulize, right? Because unajua hii chupa mmekunywa maji naona mingi zishaisha. A kg of this chupa ukicollect ni 20 bob. Unapeleka ni chupa yenye umecollect. A kg is about 30-40 bottles. Our colleague can tell you where we are. We're located at Maendeleo Market. We have a site there. And there's so many other people who around Kisumu who collect these water bottles. There are different things that can be done to it. You can collect it, take it to a recycling center. That's what we do at Mtaka. We recycle it. Take it to large-scale manufacturers who make, again, other bottles that are used. There are people who make flowers from these bottles. There are women who use them and make wanaeka mafuta ya taa, mafuta ya cooking oil, soap, right? Sindio?
Yeah.
And they come and sell you again because wewe ulikunywa na ukaitupa. But this is a resource. And so much other in terms of the other recycling, in terms of the other types of waste, even organic waste. Currently at this event, Waziri, all the waste is being handled by Mtaka, and even the organic waste is going to be taken up by a local entrepreneur who's using BSF technology. Has anyone ever heard of BSF technology? Yes.
Yes, I've heard about BSF.
What is BSF technology?
Black soldier fly. So black soldier fly is a decomposer. They're small, how do you call them? They're like fly-like. So it's used for decomposing waste naturally. So the waste can be reproduced to like organic manure. You can have like organic manure, then you can use it for fertilizer. Yeah, kitu kama hiyo.
So these are young people in Kisumu Waziri who are using this technology. It's a fly. Inakaa nzi. I don't know what to compare it, but it's a fly that decomposes. Basically, it turns the organic waste into fertilizer, but the insect itself can be used to make feeds, sustainable feeds for fish, for chicken, for poultry. I think some of the colleagues who do some of that work are around here in the booths. Even I think maybe some guys from African Blue can share about the feeds that they use if they are from BSF technology, but there is so much value in waste. Taka ni mali. Even the cooking oil jerry can that you use at home, that is something that if you collect a kg of it, you can earn 35 shillings. And there are young people who earn millions just for collecting these bottles. Additionally, let me take this glass. Hii glass imeandikwa John Johnson and Son, right? We sometimes umeenda festival, umeenda sherehe, umekunywa yako moja, take shots, right? And then you throw away your glass. This person, and I think even Nam you guys do about a bit of glass upcycling. This person took this glass that was considered waste na akaikata ikakuwa glass ya kukunywa maji. Hisi ni kitu unaweza weka kwa nyumba kukunywa nayo maji, right? And they'll come and sell to you at around how much? 100 bob, imagine, for something that was discarded, right? And even brands like EABL and Kwal are now taking up their bottles. If you collect a considerable amount, you can still take it to Mtaka and you can buy the bottle per like shillings per bottle, different prices for different bottles, and you earn from things that will have been considered waste. So mine here is to inspire you as we talk about sustainable tourism. I will say the change starts with you. Understand where you are, as OJ said, as Dave said. Think about what you can do, right? Prepare that proposal. And for me, waste is a resource. You don't have to start with very big things. Whatever you have at your community, at your household, if you separate your waste source, those are materials that you can earn from. That's a business that you can start. And there are people here like YSAB, and even for us, we run an organization called HOK Hub, and we support entrepreneurs who are doing anything in the waste sector. So you can reach out to us, you can come to the booth at Mtaka, and we can give you more and more information. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Prima. A round of applause to her kindly. Thanks so much. It's glad to we have heard your voice, and as you leave, thank you. You can finish up. Then we're going to have the panel finish their points. Then we move to the next session.
Thank you so much. And Madam Prima, I know that name is Murefu. Sasa nyoka ikiwa inakuja, kitambo mtu aseme kukuita Prima, nyoka itakuwa imemuuma bwana. So now in Kenya national parks these days wastes are not allowed. So ukienda kwetu labda umebeba packed lunch, packed everything, please rudi na takataka yako, na unaweza tafuta wale wanafanya recycling so that at least you earn some money from that. I just want to conclude by saying that we can start by thinking about, do we have adequate accommodation for our visitors? Do we have adequate accommodation? In Seme, for example, tuko na hoteli ngapi ile mtalii anaweza lala ndani? Aya, tulisema kuhusu mambo ya infrastructure, tumalize na hiyo. And then vibrant cultural showcasing. I would really wish to partner with you on that. And how many of you are willing to partner with us so that we start our vibrant cultural festivals, so that we bring people to come and see our cultures down here? kabisa. And then community ownership. We need to own the tourism products that we have so that we use them sustainably and responsibly. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, Willis, you can have the floor. We are going to keep it short and sweet.
Thank you. I'll try to handle the question on water hyacinth recycling or utilization. This will be my personal observation, not necessarily from the research point of view. There are guys that have tried recycling or utilizing the water hyacinth. There are those that have done furniture from the water hyacinth, where they make ropes and then they do the furniture, like the woven furniture. There are guys that have done or are doing recycled or rather waste paper that is combined with the water hyacinth to have papers that some of the creatives have used to design greeting cards. And there are efforts that have been done so that the water hyacinth is utilized. I would say from my own observation, the efforts may not be enough. I think there's more research that is still being done, because I want to believe that if this paper that we call water hyacinth paper was really made from enough water hyacinth, then somebody or the government would have focused on making paper from the water hyacinth. But because it's like it's not really working per se, because from some research I was made to understand that what we call water hyacinth paper has like 5% water hyacinth, the rest is waste paper. So just some bit of a drop of the water hyacinth, then we call it water hyacinth paper. So all that we see, let's appreciate those who are making an effort, but so far I want to believe that research is still on, and not enough has been done to utilize the water hyacinth. So for the researchers, the challenge is still on. Please find a solution. On general challenges, OJ talked of you come to us, we mentor you. After we've mentored you, you are skilled, you produce like we are producing. The challenges are there like in any other craft. And the major challenge is access to the markets. We have the local markets. People are starting to appreciate art, especially I would wish to be specific on art because I'm an artist. People are starting to appreciate art within our localities. There's a debate that has been online. I know most of you may be knowing Costo Juang, who is a performing artist and a visual artist at the same time. When he was interviewed just the other day, he said the art market in Kisumu is still very low, and you realize that most artists that are shining out there, especially in Nairobi, their origins are here. So take this opportunity as I wind up to challenge the local government to do better. Such opportunities, such events should be encouraged, such that there are more opportunities for the artists to showcase their abilities. The Kisumu Museum has now been devolved to the Kisumu government. Let's take this as an opportunity to utilize the available opportunity. We get spaces for the artists to produce their wares and showcase, maybe within the spaces that are available within the Kisumu Museum, and the other spaces are also utilized well, so that when we mentor you, you get where you can practice your craft eventually. Thank you very much, and allow me to stop at that.
Tubo tubo. Tubo tubo. Tubo tubo. Tubo tubo. Manze bu simameni juu tu kidogo. 1 minute, simama tu hivi. Kila mtu, 1. Tusimame tu. 1 minute. Aya, tena tukae. Very nice. Inalegeza mwili eh. Sasa nikisema tubo tubo mnasema satuma. Nikisema satuma mnasema tumayelele. Sawa? Tubo tubo. Satuma. Tubo. Satuma. Asanteni. Now mine is ndio tumalizie tu, naona muda imeenda. I just want to speak to Okay. So ndio tumalizie. There were so many questions and I just want to make a small statement about all of them. Some of them they have already touched on them, but I want to start on climate change. And someone talked about China, sijui USA ndo wameharibu dunia sana and it is so true. But the truth of the matter is that Africa is rising. Usiwe fikiria hao watu wanatumaliza. Africa is rising. If you go to West Africa right now, there's a reconnaissance, and I think it started in Nairobi with Gen Zs. A lot of young people have stood up now and said no. They don't want things to work the same way that does not give them better results. They want a change of doing things so that they can try even much better results. So with China and the US and all these shenanigans about carbon credit and renewable energy, call it what you want, but the truth of the matter is that they are taking every resource from Africa and taking it out there and then bringing it back to us at very high prices. Si mnajua nani hapa kuna iPhone, a lot of it is raw material coming from Congo. Do you know what is happening to Congo? They have never known peace because it is the richest soil on earth. Whether you like it or not, Congo is the richest country in the world. Forget about what people say out there. Congo is the richest country, and because of that, they know no peace. So your resources are your power. Your resources and your culture is your currency. Iyo wimbo unasikia sukuti, iyo ni dola. Iyo nyatiti, iyo ni dola. Next, this Saturday we have an event in Siaya called Nyatiti Mora. Why? Because the tree Ficus sycamora, or the fig tree, is an endangered species. Yet, it is the one that is used to carve orutu or nyatiti. The resonator, ile inatoa sauti. Hiyo mbao inatokana na Ficus sycamora. That's the scientific name of the fig tree. So in a nutshell on climate change, of course there are powerful people who sit in boardrooms and decide for Africa. There are very powerful people who sit in rooms and decide for Africa. But that time is coming to a standstill. Things are changing. If you look at what the IAS has done, they have chased out the French. They don't want anyone to manage their resources on their behalf. That fire is gonna spread across the continent. So Africa is rising. That's what I can tell you. And if you look at the Paris Agreement on climate change, over 190 countries came together and they said, this is how we will now protect the climate. Those are just, laws and ratifications, but it starts with you. Responsibility ni yangu, mimi na wewe. Kwa sababu watu wanatuambia watatuletea pesa ya carbon credit, lakini ikisha changwa huko mingi, sisi tunapata ndururu au wanabaki na noti. You see, in short, we get the peanuts. And then on tourism opportunities, I just wanted to add, you young people, you're here. Mulisikia mtu akisema hata hajaienda Ndere Island. Mwingine labda hata ajui parks ngapi ziko hii area. Why don't you come up with an application? Unaona kama hizi tuna download kwa simu. Mtaka washatengeneza yao. Nyinyi shikaneni mtengeneze application inaitwa Zurura Dala. Ukiingia Zurura Dala, unaweza enda Impala Park, unaweza enda Ruma, unaweza enda Ndere, mpaka zingine zile zote haziko ndani ya KWS, like individual ones. There's Kajokobi. It's a beautiful arboretum in Seme where you learn about different plants, medicinal and non-medicinal. Those ones that are for decorative, those ones that are air purifiers. They're all there. And it's just here. How many kilometers from Kisumu is Seme? Somebody? It's less than 20, right? So, kituneza wambia tafuteni opportunity kwa shida. Usiangalie scarcity. already kuna opportunity watu hawajui pali pa kuenda Kisumu, especially amongst your age. Watu wengi wanajua tu kukula bata ni kwenda pale kwa beach na kukula virungi ama kupiga ma selfies. No, there's more. There's tourism that actually makes you richer, healthier, better and happier. When you go learn about your environment, when you go learn about the ecosystem, when you go learn about biodiversity. And then finally, just to finish, so that I don't keep us long, there is the fish cage issue somebody raised here, and it was directed to us. When you do your cleanups, again, let's turn threats into opportunities. One thing I've always been against fish caging is because it has its pros and cons. But you see, our samaki wanaletewanga, dakika moja tu ni wind up. This was a direct question, and I would like to answer you, and for the benefit of others. When you put fish in cages, when you come to feed the fish, they're usually fed with some certain processed fish food, right? So the danger of fish cage is that the unused food for feeding the fish usually gets through the cage, alafu inapita inaenda chini. Do you know where it goes to sit? On the floor of the lake. So with time, when that piles, na ile uchafu ya samaki, when that piles down there, do you know what it causes? Watu wa kusoma chemistry? It causes a reaction. It kills oxygen in the air. It adds more nitrogen in the water. Alafu maji inaanza kukuwa slimy, inaanza kunuka, inaanza kutoa harufu, and sometimes ina affect mpaka samaki zao wenyewe. Sometimes mlisikia samaki zilikufa mingi. It's because of that. So unused food na zile droppings za samaki zikicombine sana pale chini, they destroy about maybe 30 meters area, because then it piles and it causes more reaction, and that reaction is not good to fresh water. You kill the oxygen in the water, and that way also you affect the fish. You disrupt the natural habitat of the fish that is supposed to be roaming. So with cage fishing, it just needs to be better regulated. It needs to be checked, and people need to get more training and more training. And then finally, to finish on that, there was someone also who asked about I think you answered the question. Yeah, so I would like to leave it at that because of time, and our parting shot, or my parting shot, would be tukue watu wako na ungu ndani yetu. Do you know what that means? There is a God in every one of us. You can choose to be a dark or a light. So choose the star. Be the star you are born to be. You have a purpose. You can reach it either through your creativity or through the natural resources around you. See what you can educate people around. The other time we did the home river biobleeds, and people were very interested. Just with your phone, walk around a river, try and identify all the biodiversity you can see. You can Google the names of the plants you see in your river. You can Google the names of the insect you see in your river. Find out their uses. Some are used for food. Some are used to cure agricultural issues. So, mukae mukijua, waste is an indication of failed relationships. Let us not fail in our relationships with Mother Nature. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 1 minute. Closing word.
Closing word. I would want to thank every one of you for coming here and identify. This is one of the avenues you identify the opportunities that you came here to seek. So welcome so much. The KWS talked of internship. We also have opportunity. So whenever you want to engage with us, come to our offices. Thank you so much, Wildlife Clubs of Kenya.
Thank you. We have talked. We are not going to talk too much again. We wish to welcome you to our national parks and reserves. Karibuni. There are opportunities within our national parks. Just coming as a visitor, then going back home, think of what you're going to do with Ndere. For example, we said Ndere do not have visitors, and we are attributing it to poor infrastructure. I've just said that the county government is improving the road to the Ndere Island National Park headquarters, where people come to buy tickets to go to the island. Now, can you now just pita nayo ama inaitwa anguka nayo? Asante.
Yangu ni short juu nishaisema. Waste is an indication of failed relationships. So tukiwachi hapo ndaongezea niseme mwacha mila ni mtumwa.
Thank you. To wind up, I was talking about the artworks that I make from chicken eggshells. This is one sample. For more, you can come to the MTACA booth, and then we'll talk more on how this becomes an eggshell material. Whoever wants to sample these can have a closer look. And as we wind up, I would say that let's buy original art. All those artworks that you see being hawked around, those are counterfeit. So buy original art from the artists when you have money. Thank you.
Please watch out for NAM Festival on the 27th to 30th of November. Asante.
Thank you. And the mic has come back to me. Makofi to everybody and for listening. Makofi tafadhali. Thank you so much to our panelists. Thank you so much to our audience. We have wind up this first session, but before I call it to a close, I want to make this announcements. African Blue Tilapia Poa has given the students an offer. Fish skews are going for 35 shillings. Fish nuggets are going for 35 shillings. Fish samosas are going for 50 shillings. There's also Gertrude Hospital is giving free dental checkup. Gertrude Hospital is giving free dental checkup. We also have Maristops. Maristop is giving weight measurement and blood pressure. Tafadhali, you can pass by their tent and they are offering weight measurement and blood pressure. We have NAM Festival. NAM Festival will be celebrating 10 years impact anniversary. They will be having pre-festival creative residency and workshops on the 18th to the 27th November 2025. And the NAM Festival official dates will be from the 27th to the 30th November 2025. Lastly, I'd like to announce that to everyone in the venue, let's fully maximize and use the bins, the dust bins, labeled MTACA. They are not for decoration. They are there to be utilized. Let's use them correctly. They are labeled. We have organic, paper, and etc. I'd like to take this opportunity and welcome to the floor Carol as we close this session.
A round of applause to all the panelists as they stand up, and the photographer may take the photos, and you also give the gifts that you have to the panelists. The photographer, which camera are we looking at? Are we looking this one? No? Is there a camera? Oh yeah, there is a camera. So we need to clap as they take the photo. I know you guys are hungry, but let's clap. We have some energy for clapping to our panelists. Yeah. And wow, I know we have a lot of insights from this panel. I wonder if someone is tweeting. Are we tweeting? Huh? No, are we doing something online for people to know? Yeah, Kisumu my pride. The hashtag is Kisumu Tourism Week. We need to capture those insights. Yeah? So thank you very much, panelists. You can have your seat. Now, as we prepare for the next panel, and I'm being told lunch is... You want to... Yeah. But you're going away, Thomas. Where is lunch? Okay, but you guys can... Yeah, but we want them to stand up and have a dance.
Okay.
Yeah, like they have a dance. The DJ can play some music. You guys stand up, all arise, stretch around. But don't go away because we have some things for you guys.
Walk around the museum for free. But again, my colleague is like, Saturday will be free for all. We want to give you a special, through the request of Waziri, a special guided tour, special just for you. Hatutaki kuchanganya na wengine that day, so just today, briefly. Yes. And we encourage and nurture and grow youths. Betty and come over, the two of you. So these are people we train here. They will speak for themselves. They will identify themselves and say why they are here. These are the people who are going to give you a special guided tour in the museum. So I want you to see and observe. These are your fellow youths, and they will speak with you, tell you who they are, why they are here at the Kisumu Museum, before we give you that special guided treat in the museum. Just brief, Betty.
Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm Beatrice Akonga from Kisumu, and I'm here in Kisumu Museum. I'm doing my attachment, so I'm going to take you through if you allow me. Welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Sister Owino, and I am here in Kisumu for my attachment. I am a third year in the School of Moi University, and this is my first industrial attachment, and it is a pleasure to be in Kisumu. Kisumu is a nice place to be, and tourism is the industry.
Wonderful. You heard it from the horse's mouth. If there will be that chance, these are the people who are going to show you. And I'm telling you for free, you will be surprised. Some of them have the information even more than ourselves. We've been here for years. So we are here to nurture you. We are here to give you that space to grow. Kisumu Museum is the community museum. It's for you all. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the program.
Aya, makofi kwa Kisumu Museum. Madam Waziri wants all the panelists, please, kujeni tafadhali. Thank you very much. They want to do a group photo with you here. Caro and your team, Mwalimu. The rest of the team at the back. Waziri, it's a very big team. Some of them are just seated at the back there. You will see them later on in the afternoon. Karibuni, karibuni. All the panelists. Let's give them a round of applause, tafadhali. Where is our moderator? Our moderator, tafadhali kuja. Irene, wherever you are. Aya. Songa pale karibu, women power. Women power. Aya, for the women who are in the audience, you can see for yourselves, sindio? Women power, sindio? Yeah, so we expect some of you to be here next time. And for the men, tafadhali tukazane jo. Sawa ametupita. Sawa? All right? Smile. Are we together? Jacob? Huh? No, just take like that. All right. Smile. Hiya, thank you. Right before Waziri leaves there, Waziri, there's a water bottle here. You've seen the way things are going, sindio? Now, ask a question, alafu peane hiyo.
I ask a question. Okay.
Very difficult question.
Very
because it's only one.
No,
They can't go.
no, I'm never complicated. What did I say the name of my docket is?
Na tafadhali sema kwa Kiswahili sasa.
Kama na Kijaluo.
The Ministry of Trade.
Okay. Let's give him.
Idara ya biashara, utalii na
Kama huwezi Kiswahili, sema in English. But you stand an added advantage but by using both languages. Eh?
so the Ministry of Trade, Tourism and marketing.
Another one?
Finance secretary kuja hapa mbele. Waziri mwenye finance minister mwenye bali.
Okay.
Yes, the Ministry of Trade, Business. Ministry of Trade, Tourism, Marketing and Culture.
Umejaribu?
Sorry. Next.
Ministry of Trade, Tourism, Industry and Marketing.
Amejaribu?
And last Haya, sema basi.
Yani amtaki chupa yangu.
Okay, she's a Ministry of Tourism, Industry, Marketing and Culture.
Umejaribu?
Ministry of Tourism, Marketing and Cooperatives.
Aulize ingine. Washa Google. Ulize ingine. Washa Google sasa. Aya, uliza pili.
Okay. Where is my office located? Sio Fulgens.
Nani?
Huduma Center.
Which floor?
Hapana. Nataka watu hawa. Which floor?
Okay, lastly, who is the governor for the great county of Kisumu?
Okay, the thing is you have to say his full title.
See, now that is easier. Okay.
The governor of Kisumu County is Right Honorable Professor Anyang' Nyong'o.
Right Honorable?
Professor Anyang' Nyong'o.
Amejaribu.
Hey, baby girl, umejaribu. The governor for Kisumu County is Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
Speak up.
Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
Amejaribu. Yes.
Nani? Akwapi? Nani? Huyu. Wewe umejaribu secretary.
His Excellency, Right Honorable Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
Bana, mbona mnamkatia hivyo?
Sijui turudi huko nyuma mahali penye you stay. Prosperity House 10th floor. Sijui kama ni hapo.
Hiyo ishapita. Tuko kwa governor. The governor. Yani kama hamjui governor wenu bana, hapana. Aya, twende kazi.
I think is Right Honorable Dr. Peter.
Jamani, hawataki chupa.
Fulgence. Honorable Dr. Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
Doctor? Amejaribu.
His Excellency Professor Peter Anyang Nyong'o.
Excellent!
Very, very simple. His Excellency Professor Peter Anyang Nyong'o. Aya, kuja. Wapi watu wa kamera?
And unaitwa nani?
I am Anna Chingoduke, owner of Avala House of Fashion.
Abala House Fashion. Sasa, kwa sababu umepata the right title and the right name of the governor, my next assignment with you, I'll give you an appointment with the governor. What do you want to tell the governor?
What I would like to tell the governor is I'm inspired a lot with fashion, and I see beyond fashion, and I'm ready to start with my county. And what I'll just ask him is to raise my house, and my house is going to cover from lower to the best.
So
that I
that
can
appointment between me and you and the governor is going to take place.
Thank you so
Makofi
much.
kwake. Thank you so much. And that is why always get the right. Okay.
Photo. Aya, makofi kwake akipigwa picha. Alright, umejua sahi masaa pia ndio hizo, si ndio? Masaa ndio hizo pia zimefika. So, as Waziri finishes in the afternoon, Calvin, where are you? Calvin Tours? Oh, he's there. The gentleman in the white shirt, ule ndio mtu wa Masai Mara. Ile trip ya Masai Mara ndio huyu. Unamwona Calvins. Haya, pia tulikuwa na World Springs Hotel. World Springs wako wapi? Kuja tafadhali. World Springs is also going to offer a night for 2 bed and breakfast that is going to be won here in the afternoon. Calvin's is taking 2 people to Masai Mara for 3 days. Ndio ule pale Calvin's. Aya, World Springs ndio wapi? Ndio huyo. A night for 2 bed and breakfast. Hiyo ni afternoon session. Sawa? Sasa hapo ndio kuna mazuri. Moto. Tu si ni wewe na sister yako. Kwani mlikuwa mtaka kwenda na nani? Wewe. Waziri, unaona venye watoto wanakuwa na tabia mbaya. Wewe na sister yako ama wewe na brother yako? Hapana kuzon. Sawa. So, Mr. Nyaoke, Waziri, with your permission, will let us hand them over to Mr. You do a tour, remember? After the tour, we are meeting. Huko mwisho. Aya, use the beans. Tumewatengenezea ka offer pale ya mshikaki na niza fish 35 bob mungare nazo faster. Samosa ni chwani. Chude. Sawa. Si ndio? Otherwise, Waziri, thank you very much and we really appreciate. Sawa. Mr. Nyaoke, back to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All the panelists, you guys are very wise. I've learned a lot also from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Waziri. A big clap. So from here, we are going to have systematic walk around the museum. Museum is divided into different sections. We have the galleries. There is the aquarium, the traditional rural homestead, vivarium, where we have snakes, the tortoise, and the rest. So we are going right away. Beatrice and the colleague come over. These are going to be our guides for now. They will take us in different places, starting with the main gallery. The floor is going to end with the snake park. Then we're going to gather somewhere around the ticketing area where Mangi has shown us. So kindly we walk and let us enjoy.
Moja. Welcome and enjoy your tour.
Hi again. So, excuse me, we are starting from this point. Okay, now we have got some stories that we have in this gallery. We have about Nyamgondo. So we have a story about Nyamgondo. Nyamgondo was called Mai and nicknamed Nyamgondo. He was a poor bachelor and a fisherman. And this is how he was living at first. Then, one day he went to inspect his fish net. He found out that he had trapped a beautiful lady instead of fish. So this lady, she had got mysterious power. She pleaded with this man not to kill him, but to take her with him home. And also, she told this man that she will be adding her wealth day by day. And also she said that this man should not reveal the secret that she caught this lady inside this water. They agreed, and the man took the lady home. Being that he was a bachelor, this lady became the first wife. And had they agreed back then, wealth could multiply in their homestead. And back then, wealth were measured using herds of different animals. So this is how wealth could multiply in their homestead. So this man, after now noticing that he's not a poor person, he's a wealthy person, he ended up marrying 2 wives aside of this beautiful lady because she named the lady Anyango. So after marrying 2 other ladies, he became a polygamist family. So one day, he was a drunkard person. One day he went to drink, came home very late, and he went to the 3rd wife, knocked, nobody opened, 2nd wife as well, and 1st wife, this lady Anyango. Nobody opened for this man. So this man got hungry and started abusing those ladies. As he was abusing them, he uttered the word, "To whom that I reveal," inside the water, revealing the secret that they had made earlier not to reveal. This lady got annoyed, and the following morning she packed and left. So this is how she was going back to the river. As she was going, everything that came that day followed her back to the river. So this man knew that now he's going to be a poor man back again. He went and sat on a fig tree, trying to plead with this lady not to go. But the lady had already made her mind. And now, when he was seated on that fig tree, he froze and turned into that big fig tree. So this story is found in Homa Bay, in Kwasi, in Nyandiwa constituency. So if you go there, you will find this footstep of animal going back to the river. And the main lesson in this story is that we should learn to keep secrets. Sasa. Nyamgondo. Nyamgondo Wudumbare. What's the problem? Yeah, so here we have Lwanda Magere. We also have a story for Lwanda Magere. Lwanda Magere was a legendary from the Luo community, and back then Luos were fighting with the Nandi. The reason as to why they were fighting is because of the cattle. Nandi were pastoralists, and they believed that Luos were going to take their animals. So that was the main battle between them. So they wanted to know where the power of this man relies, because whenever they could fight with the Luo people, this man could fight the Luos, and Luos became weak. And this man had nothing like the weapons, the spears couldn't penetrate his body. So they wanted to know where this man's power relies. So one day they decided to call for a peaceful meeting with this Luo community. They went and negotiated and gave this man a beautiful lady from the Nandi community. This man accepted the lady. Back on his mind, he knew that the lady was going to be a peacemaker so that they won't have any battle again. But for the Nandi community, the lady was a spy to come and investigate where the power of this man relies. So one day it happened that this man fell. When he called for the first lady was alone, and she knew everything about this man. The lady was not there. So he had to call for the second man, the nanny. When she came, she asked how she could help this man. The man told him to go to the shadow and help him using that shadow. So when the lady was cutting a shadow, she realized that whenever she's making a cut on the shadow, this man could feel pain and the blood was freezing. And the lady now noticed that the power of this man relies on his shadow. So the following night, she went back to the Nandi people and revealed the secret that if you want to attack this person, so the Nandi people again called for a fight. They fought until dawn. That time when the shadow and hit the shadow, and that's how this man froze and turned into this big stone. So this story is found in our 1 book.
demonstration of it. Then this stone is up to 40 meters high, and then the site is situated in Seme, 20 kilometers away from the town. And then the story behind this stone is that there was a man who was called Bumba. As we know, for the Luo community, when a man wants to establish a home, he will establish a home outside his father's compound. Now Gumba decided to build a home in Feme because he was attracted to this beautiful stone. His brother, called Bipir, had established his home in a Asebo. And each and every time Bipir could come and visit Bumba, he was being told that Bumba is at the stone site. So Bipir was left wondering, and he wasn't getting it why every time Bumba was just spending his time next to the stone. Then Dipir decided to call this stone Kitmikai, translating to the stone of the first wife. That's where the name was derived. Then other than being called Kitmikai, this stone, in the olden days, human activities such as rock heavy and also sharpening of tools could happen under this rock. And also it is being used as a shrine for the people of the Legio Maria. Yeah, so that's all about it. Any questions? See, tuko wachache, but then tuko wengi, that is. But then there is a story here. Limestone of Kakamega. The story behind it is that there was a but one thing with this man,
Nimewekea ule mic somewhere hapa. Capture sound. Nimesahau huko.
Then the middle one was being used during wars as a weapon. Then the third one is a symbol of authority. Then for this three-legged stool, it is also a symbol of authority in the Luo community. Mostly it is being used by the men. Then we are having a rungu also for the Luo community. That is the club that was being used during herding, and it can also be used as a weapon. Then Gotiat is for the Kalenjin, a symbol of authority, and it can also be used to pour blessings, rather to shower blessings. Then here we are having Ogut Modno. Ogut Modno is a hat for the Luo community. They were using it to protect them from direct sunlight, and again, it was being used by the fishermen and the tribesmen. Lastly, we are having Chegunyo for the Nandi community, symbol of authority. We good? We are having Litungu musical instrument for the Luya community. Ounga is a hat for the Luo, but it was mainly being used by the youths, and they could also use it for fishing. Then we are having Obakono for the Bagusi. So I'll explain the three, Nyatiti, Obakono, and Litungu. Both, they are almost similar, but now the difference is in the number of strings. For Litungu, it has 6 strings, unlike the Obakono and the Nyatiti that has 8 strings. And then for this one, for the Abagusi, they play it when they carry it on the neck. Then for the Nyatiti, for the Luo community, they play it when they they are seated and they place it on their left as they play it. Yeah. Then for the kick on it, Ariambut, Oboro and Segere, they are musical instruments, they were being blown, and in the older days, they could also use them to pass information or to give signals. We good? Kizi zingine tunaweza ama tutatoka tuongee mpaka kesho.
Hi, we are taking Nyale Harapton cat. In the 18th century, he prophesied about the coming of the large snake that was producing fire and the smoke. And the snake was coming from the western lake going to quench its water on the western lake. So the snake that this man prophesied, it came to pass. And now we have it, the Kenyan-Uganda Railway. Here we have the Moranya Titi. Moranya Titi prophesies about the coming of European taking Busi land. So this lady, she told the Busi people to smear some charms on their body. So whenever this European came, the charm will repel the bullet. So when the European came, the charm didn't repel the bullet. It's like the lady stamps the Busi people. So when these people came, they killed these people and took the land and also the cattle. This one in front, on the back, and this one in front. Let's go to and so we have these bracelets, they were for the Luya community for beauty, Munahit for the Sakao, they were earrings, and this one, they were one for the poor ladies, where these are they perform their musical. Then we have the music for the Luya. This one is usually worn by symbolize authority. Then we have the Obutugaki. This one here, it was mainly for medicine people. Then the Getiet, it was worn by the Kalenjin men on their waist as they chase a woman who is barren or a woman who has been giving birth and the children are dying. They usually believe that that woman is bringing taboo in their community. Let's proceed. So here we have a drum. A drum is a double skin made of animal wool, the cow. It is for the local community and it was used during musical events. And we also have those people who invent the Oangla. We have Totoni Nyadundo and Susan Owio. Here we have the Isikuti. Isikuti is made of Montalizard skin. And this one here, they were majorly played by the Luya people during bullfighting and wrestling. So we are through with this gallery. We move to the other side. So here we have the dinosaur. These animals, they existed in 270 million years ago, but they came into extinct. So these animals, they developed in 3 stages. We have the Triassic, which was purely carnivore. We have the Jurassic, it was herbivore. Then the Cretaceous was omnivore, feeding on both flesh and animal flesh and vegetable. So this animal, being that they existed in 270 million years ago, researchers are still finding if they are existing or they came to an end. And these animals, they were big compared to the normal size of human being. And the normal size of human being, it is usually 6 meters as compared to this animal over here. That is a human being representing the size with these animals here. Then you have the map of Kenya. The map, this one here, is representing the language and dialect spoken by the people of Kenya. So we have different communities. They came and settled in different parts of Kenya. We have the Luos. Luos, they migrated from southern Sudan via Bahr el Ghazal and settled along River Lake Nilotes and along Lake Victoria, and that's why they are called River Lake Nilotes. We have the Western Bantu. The Western Bantu are Luyas. They came and settled along DRC Congo. And also we have the Highlands. The Highlands are the Kushaiti, the Kalenjins people.
Na Wakisi. Wakisi, mbona sijasikia Wakisi? Nilijua vizuri Wakisi si wa Kenya.
So here we have the traditional occupation. You can come closer.
Wewe songa hapo kwa traditional wewe.
You can come closer and
so bana. Sema tu.
We have three.
Hey. Wewe pia tuambia hii jiki. Bana, tuwezi shika. Na test tukani read.
Utafikaje huko?
Utafikaje test?
So the woman with the fishing basket representing a Luo.
Mbona ya black sana? The woman with the dress.
And the woman in the middle representing Luyas, that Luyas they were mixed farmers. And the far end is a Kalenjin to represent that Kalenjin they were pastoralists. They were cattle keepers. That's why that person has a guard for fermentation of milk. Then we have fishing, hunting, different methods. We have livestock. The agriculture, how Jembe came to existence. But when you want to use the grains,
the clay. Now we want to make the pot to give it shape and also to make it smooth. Then we are having these tools that are made patterns. The maize cob, the comb, the grass for obtaining patterns. Now each and every pot had its specific purpose. The bigger pot is one in the pig. The pig is a water pot for storing water and also for carrying water. Then this other one, the second one, is called ohigla. Ohigla is a cooking pot, mostly being used to cook fish. The next pot is a gulu. A gulu is being used to store cereals and also for storage of other harvests, like maybe seeds and the grains. Then here we are having a pot that could be used as a flour base. Then this other pot was being used for preparation of salt. It is called chumvi. Now they could take the kudash, they put it in the pot, then they add water. After it has decanted, the water that will have the residue, do we call it the residue? They will use it for cooking of vegetables. Then here we are having a tao. Tao is a serving bowl. Then we are having this other pot that was being used for sauna in the older days. Now they could boil the herbs inside there. When the pot is covered, after boiling the herbs, they will open the pores and then you will be covered with a heavy blanket. Then you will inhale the steam and you will be okay. Then here we are having metalwork. In metalwork, they were using coal to burn the iron. The reason as to why they chose iron, because iron, it is easier for iron to melt and it is also easier to fold iron. Now this pipe here was being used to exert pressure to ensure that the coal keeps burning. So after burning the iron red hot, they will use the stone to shape the iron into different cutting tools. They could make things like the jembes, the pangas, the hoes and the knives. Metalwork. Now when we come to the tools were categorized in, sorry, do you have a question?
She was asking if it's burning coal.
Not really, it's just a demonstration of what we had in the olden days. There is a bulb that has been placed there, a red bulb. Now it's looking like a coal that's burning. So here we are having weapons. In the olden weapons were being categorized in 3 categories. We are having the short range weapons, the medium range weapons and the long range weapons. Now for short range weapons, we are having weapons as the club and the knife. Then for medium range, we are having the spears and the hand crossbows. Then for the long range weapons, we are having the sling and the bows and the arrows. So different weapons are being used for different purposes. Like for the short range, was being used maybe when you want to attack something that is close to you. Maybe when a wife is stubborn, a club is good. The rungu is good for a wife who is stubborn. And when you want to hunt, you will use the medium range. And then we Luos began to use stones very long time ago. We good? Then here we are having the different musical instruments.